students, we will discuss some of the numericals of scalar product. So the first numerical says that find angle between the vectors a and b, and the vector a is equals to I cap plus 2j cap minus k cap, and vector b is equals to minus I cap plus j cap minus 2k cap. Now students, in these type of questions, we have to find the angle between these vectors, and we are talking about scalar product. So now you have to understand that we already know that scalar product of two vectors is the magnitude into cos theta. Okay, so here also we will apply the same thing, that vector a dot vector b will be equal to ab cos theta, and we have to find the angle, so we have to find the cos theta. Okay, find the value of cos theta. So if we write it in terms of this, if we rearrange it, we will find that cos theta is equals to vector a dot vector b upon AB is the magnitude of vector A and magnitude of vector B. So magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B. So we have this now. But for this we have to find vector A dot vector B. Okay. Now vector A is this and vector B is this. So dot product of these two. And I have already told you that when we multiply same unit vectors, we get 1. But when we multiply different unit vectors, we get 0. Okay. So simply we can easily do it just by considering the same unit vectors. Okay. So I cap dot minus I cap will give you, as it is I cap and I dot I cap, so it will give you 1, but there is a negative sign, so you will get minus 1. But I cap dot j cap will give you 0, and I cap dot minus 2k cap will also give you 0. Now we will consider 2j cap. Now 2j cap dot minus I cap, these two are different unit vectors, so it will give you 0. But 2j cap plus j cap, okay, 2j cap plus j cap, remember this, j cap dot j cap will give you 1, and we are left with 2, so we are getting the value 2. Now j cap 2j cap dot minus 2k cap will again give you 0. Fine. Now we will consider minus k cap. Minus k cap dot minus I cap, these are two different unit vectors, so it will give you 0. Minus I cap dot plus j cap will again give you 0. But minus k cap dot minus 2k cap, k cap dot k cap will give you 1, and minus into minus will become plus, and we are left with plus 2. Fine. So we will add all these things now. 2 plus 2 will give you 4, minus 1 will give you 3. So vector A dot vector B is equals to 3. Fine. Now you know how to find this. Now what else we need to find? We need to find the magnitude of vector A and magnitude of vector B. So for finding the magnitude of vector A, we will write it as under root of, and we will consider the vector, whatever is the coefficient of the unit vectors, we will square it. Okay. So under root of coefficient of unit vector I here is 1. Okay. So 1 square. Coefficient of unit vector j is 2, so 2 square, and coefficient of unit vector k is minus 1, so minus 1 whole square. So magnitude of vector A is given as under root of 1 whole square plus 2 whole square plus minus 1 whole square. Now when we solve it, we will get the value as under root 6, and in the similar manner we will get the value of magnitude of B as also as under root 6. Now we have to find cos theta by this rearrangement. So now we will simply put the values in this. We have found vector A dot vector B, and we have found magnitude of vector A and magnitude of vector B. So we will put the values here. Now under root 6 into under root 6 will give us 6, and we have 3 here in the numerator. So 3 by 6 will give you 1 by 2. but so cos theta is 1 by 2, but we know that cos 60 degrees equals to 1 by 2. So we can write that theta is equals to 60 degree in this case. Fine. So now you have understood how you can find the value of theta if vectors are given in this form. Fine. Now we will talk about second numerical. Let's move to the second numerical of a scalar product. So here we have to find the value of lambda. Okay. And we are given with the values of vector A and vector P. As you can see, the value of vector A is 2i cap plus lambda j cap plus k cap, but value of vector B is 4i cap minus 2j cap minus 2k cap. And one more condition is given in the question, that vector A is perpendicular to vector B. We have already discussed in properties of scalar vectors that if two vectors are perpendicular to each other, then their dot product is equals to 0. Fine. So we will use this property here to find the value of lambda. As the dot product is equals to 0, so we will find the dot product of these two vectors. We will write the expanded form of vector A and vector B. Dot vector A dot vector B is equals to 0. Fine. We will equate it equal to 0 as the property says. Now I have told you that similar vector gives us similar unit vectors, dot product give us 1, but if we are taking different unit vectors, their dot product is equals to 0. Yes, you remember this or not? I dot I is always equals to 0, but I dot j is always equal to 1, but I dot j is equals to 0. Similar applies with other unit vectors also. Fine. So we no need to write the terms which include different unit vectors. We will simply write the values of the ones which include the similar unit vectors. So 2i cap will be multiplied with 4i cap and it will give us I cap dot I cap will give us 1. So we are left with 2 into 4, which is 8. Now we will multiply this similar unit vectors. So lambda j cap minus 2j cap dot minus 2j cap will give us j cap dot j cap will give us 1, and lambda into minus 2 will give us minus 2 lambda. Similarly, k cap dot minus 2k cap will give us minus 2, and it is equal to 0 according to the property. Fine. So now we will solve it and we get the value of lambda as 3. This was very simple numerical but important. Okay. Now the next question says that magnitude of vector A plus vector B is equals to magnitude of vector A minus vector B. Then we have to find the angle between vector A and vector B. Okay. So this condition is given and we have to utilize this condition to find the angle between vector A and vector B. So this is very simple to proceed as this condition is given to us. If we make a square of this, so we will make a square of this also. Now square of magnitude of vector A plus vector B is equal to square of magnitude of vector A minus vector B can be written as vector A plus vector B dot vector A plus vector B is equals to vector A minus vector B dot vector A minus vector B. Fine. Now we know that magnitude of vector A square can be written as vector A dot vector A. That this is the property which we have used here. Okay. Now we will multiply all. We will find the dot product. So vector A dot vector A plus vector A dot vector B plus vector B dot vector A plus vector B dot vector B. Similarly, we will multiply here also. Now vector A dot vector A gives us A square. Similarly, vector B dot vector B gives us B square. Fine. This is B square. Okay. So now as you can see, these they both have similar signs. So when it comes to the other side, it will become negative. This will also become negative, and we have two with positive values. So these will get cancelled. Okay, A square and A square will get cancelled. B square and B square gets cancelled. Now we are only left with 2 vector A dot vector B minus 2 vector A dot vector B. When we will take it to the left side, where it will become plus, so it will give us 4 vector A dot vector B is equals to 0. Now we can write it as AB cos theta. Yes, it is equals to 0. But this value 4AB cannot be equal to 0. So we are left with cos theta. Cos theta will be equal to 0. And we know that cos 90 is equals to 0. Therefore, we can say that theta is equals to 90 in this 90 degree in this case. Okay. Now considering the next numerical, moving further with numericals, we have three vectors, vector P, vector Q and vector R, and their magnitudes are 5, 12 and 13 units. Okay. And a condition is given that vector P plus vector Q is equals to vector R. And we have to find the angle between, now this is important. We have to find the angle between vector Q and vector R. Okay. So from this we will get that we have to find the angle between vector Q and vector R. So we have to find the scalar product between these two vectors using these two vectors. Fine. So somewhere we will use vector R dot vector Q. Okay, keep this in mind while doing these types of questions. So it is given that vector P plus vector Q is equals to vector R. Now I will bring vector Q and vector R to one side. So by doing this we are getting vector P is equals to vector R minus vector Q. Now I will multiply vector P with vector P. So if we multiply vector P here, so similar thing will be multiplied here. So vector R minus vector Q dot vector R minus vector Q. Now we will expand this. Fine. So as I have told you, it will be equal to P square. Okay, vector P dot vector P will be equal to P square. Vector R dot we have multiplied it. Okay, vector R plus into dot vector R minus vector R dot vector Q minus vector Q dot vector R and plus vector Q dot vector Q. Fine, we have got this. Now vector R dot vector R can be written as R square, vector Q dot vector Q can be written as Q square, and R dot Q, since R dot Q vector is equals to Q vector dot R vector by commutative law. Okay, by commutative law we know this. So these two can be written as vector R dot vector Q minus vector R dot vector Q minus vector R dot vector Q. Okay, so it will get added. So it will give us minus 2 vector R dot vector Q. Fine. Now we have got this. But I told you that as we have to find the angle between vector Q and vector R, so somewhere we have to use vector R dot vector Q. Fine. So what we will do? We will take all other components to the other side and we will keep only vector R dot vector Q. Fine. When we expand it, we get RQ cos theta according to the scalar product. And we are left with all these things. Now we have to find the angle, so we will consider cos theta. So the rest of RQ will come in the denominator. Now we have magnitudes of these three vectors. Vector P is 5, vector Q is 12 and vector R is 13 units. So we will put the values 13 square plus 12 square minus 5 square upon 2 into 12 into 13. Solving this we will get 12 by 13. So we can say that as cos theta is equals to 12 by 13. So we have to find the angle which is theta. Theta is equals to cos inverse of 12 by 13. Class, these were some of the numericals. Now we will discuss other numericals in the next video.